In a forgotten village where electricity was a rumor, a boy named Aryan lived in a mud house with a leaking roof. 12 years old, barefoot, clothes patched 100 times. His father broke rocks for pennies. His mother washed dishes in houses that had more plates than his family had meals. People laughed when he walked 7 kilometers to school. That kid? He'll end up carrying bricks like his father. But every night, after the world went silent, Aryan sat under a flickering kerosene lamp, reading torn newspapers and old textbooks someone had thrown away. In his chest burned a fire no one else could see. At 15, the inevitable happened. His father's spine gave up. No money for treatment. The little school bag was sold to buy medicine. Aryan started working at a tea stall from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m., earning $1 a day. Customers shouted, the owner slapped him for spilling tea, and every night he came home smelling of smoke and defeat. But he hid a broken phone screen under his mattress, someone's discarded treasure. And at 2 a.m., when the world slept, he watched blurry motivational videos with cracked earphones, whispering to himself, if they can, why not me? One day, everything changed. A city man in a shining car stopped for tea. Aryan served him with trembling hands. The man noticed the boy reciting English sentences under his breath while cleaning cups. Kid, you want to study? He asked. Aryan nodded so hard tears fell into the tea. The man turned out to be a small scholarship founder. 3 months later, Aryan was on a rusty bus to the city with one plastic bag and a heart ready to explode. City hostel life was war. Rich kids mocked his accent, his torn shoes, the way he ate with his hands. Seniors ragged him until he bled. He studied on the staircase because hostel lights had curfew. He failed the first semester, badly. That night he sat on the roof ready to jump, but he looked at the stars and heard his younger self whisper, we didn't come this far to only come this far. He tore the failure mark sheet, ate it, and swore the taste of paper would be the last bitter thing in his life. He changed everything, studied 18 hours a day, slept with books as pillows, took jobs, tutoring, delivery, night guard, anything to send money home. By 20, he topped the university. Companies lined up. He chose none. Instead, he started a tiny coaching class in the slum for kids who looked like his old self. He taught for free, lived on one meal, and told them every day, your background is not your ending. Years rolled like thunder. His free classes became an academy. The academy became a movement. Big investors laughed. Education for slum kids? Zero profit. He didn't care. He slept on the floor of his office, sold his watch, his phone, everything. Then one night, a billionaire saw a viral video of his students cracking the toughest exams. The billionaire cried, remembering his own poor childhood. A single check changed everything. 10 years later, 10,000 kids educated, 400 first-generation doctors, engineers, lawyers, a chain of schools that charge nothing from those who have nothing. News channels call him the Slum King. Politicians want photos. He still travels in buses, still eats with his hands, still visits that old tea stall every year to serve tea one day, just to remember the taste of rock bottom. They tried to break him. Corrupt officials, jealous rivals, death threats, scandals planted in newspapers. Every time he fell forward. Someone asked him in an interview, how did you never give up? He smiled and said, because giving up would mean betraying that 12-year-old boy who studied under a kerosene lamp believing I would come back for him. I am keeping a promise to my younger self. Today, when he walks into a village, thousands of kids run after him shouting, Bhaiya, not because he is rich, he still isn't by billionaire standards, but because he became the proof that the impossible only stays impossible until someone from nothing does it first. So if you're reading this lying on the floor, broke, broken, or both, remember Aryan. Remember the boy who had nothing but a promise in his heart. The world will tell you it's over. Lie to the world. Get up, wipe the blood, taste the mud, and start walking. Because somewhere in the future, a younger version of you is sitting under a dim lamp praying that you don't quit. Don't break his heart. Become unstoppable.